So when this organization first started up, what were your goals and do you think you've achieved them so far?
So our goals were to provide quality palliative care to those living in West Niagara. And really the goal when we first started was to provide in-residence care. So it's like versus visiting someone in long-term care or in the hospital, like we needed a spot that wasn't C ward in the hospital where people could go and die with dignity. We've fully achieved that. In simplistic terms, we are an amazing facility that provides all those medical services, plus the ability to have the families and the residents actually call this home versus like visiting hours at a hospital.
What impact do you think you have had on our community so far?
I think the increased awareness of end-of-life care has been immense in our community. We're holding steady at 100% death rate. Every single human being will die. And unfortunately, like over the last 100 years, like the medical community is so medical that we've sort of lost touch with everyone dies, everyone will go through this, and how can we assist people in something that they will have to do, right? Every single one of us will go through this at one point, and it may be different circumstances, but we can help a certain population. So I think the impact of people knowing about end-of-life care and that we're caring for people with dignity in dying, the impact of that, people talk about it all the time now. I mean, it's still a little of a taboo subject. But at the same time, people now know, oh, my grandma's coming to McNally. Oh, this is what this means. And there's a bit more conversation around it versus just in the hospital and not doing well, right? There is more conversation about it.
What are your plans for the future as an organization which helps and treats the ill?
So, keep going. Stay open. That's a fundamental goal, right? We help as many people within our reach in West Niagara and increase all the programming surrounding death and dying. So instead of just doing great medical care and a home environment, we're now providing post-death bereavement care, and we're sort of the hub for that bereavement care in Niagara now. Our bereavement program has exploded over the last 2 years. So we basically offer walking groups. We're doing a community vegetable garden for the bereaved this year. We do a meditation group. We have the cooking school that does cooking for singles, so it's a bereavement group that does cooking classes. We have the pottery people coming on board for like kids pottery making, and it's basically making gifts to honor your dad or your mom, right? And we really want to capture all those different facets of helping people that are going through this process.
Well, if this organization was granted $5,000, what would the money go towards?
Always a good question. So most of our money comes in terms of like undesignated dollars, right? Which means when somebody makes a donation, just $100 donated to McNally, it goes in our main bank account and it goes towards operations. So that's different from other not-for-profits that have like an overhead. I don't know if you know what that means in terms of not-for-profit. A lot of times not-for-profits have a huge amount of overhead, which means office administration costs. So the cost to actually run the business is really high, and sometimes the donations come in to cover that, and then anything above and beyond goes to serving clients. That's not really how it works here. Like we make enough money that the overhead is covered through other means, and that donations of that $5,000 could be put towards something. We don't ever know what it is until we get the money. Because when we get a big gift, we go, oh my goodness, we could do these 5 projects. But we don't want to get too excited with these 5 projects because we have no money, right? Our volunteer program always needs funds because we have 150 volunteers and they run all the programming. So we don't have staff running the walking group and meditation. It's all volunteers.